Capping at your service with some gameplay of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and I have finally done it. I got gold and diamond cam, well, gold cam on every pistol, which is diamond cam for the pistols, and man, this took a while to do. This was a bit of a pain, just because pistols, they're good in this game, and for sure they're better than they were in Advanced Warfare and Ghost and all that. I think Treyarch does a good job with making pistols balanced and fun to use and all. But in the end, they're still not as good as several of the other guns in this game. And I do think that they're not so great. They're alright, but they're not so great. I do think that it was a it was a nice change of pace. It was, it was a challenge that going for all these diamond pistols, yada, yada, yada. I think it was worth it in the end because it gave me something to sort of look forward to every time I play a game. It was sort of the grind aspect, but the thing with grinding out in anything really is that you always have a set goal of what you want to do. But this video is not going to be talking to you about my diamond camo for my pistols. It's going to be talking to you about, is dark matter really worth it, or more so, is diamond worth it? See you guys in the gameplay. So you may be wondering, Captain, you said you got diamond pistols, why in the hell are you using a VMP now? And I'm gonna tell you why. And this entire video, as a live commentary, is gonna be explaining why I think, or at least my views on dark matter and diamond camo, etc, etc, etc. So I have diamond pistols, and for me, it was a bit of a challenge. Diamond pistols is, it's a lot of work just because you have a lot of pistols or just guns that you have to use that are not super what's it called, OP. There's no real pistol that you can say, oh yeah, this pistol is the best gun in the game or something like that. The RK5 is fantastic, the LCAR9 is fantastic and stuff like that, but if you were to go into a competitive match and use only a pistol, it still wouldn't go so great for you, because honestly they're a little underbalanced, especially when you have guns like the, I want to meet this guy, he's a little annoying right now. But especially when you have guns like the Vesper and the VMP that can easily outclass it and have a much nicer mag size and have a little bit better range too, with pretty much the same handling, it becomes a little bit of a toss-up. You don't want to be using a gun that's not so great, but also you don't want to be using a gun that's just super easy to use all the time. So I like the aspect with diamond pistols where it gives you something to do as a change, it gives you something to grind for, and that grind is what a lot of people live for. They love sort of having a challenge to go for all the time, and they actually got a nice long range kill there. I think he's in the building, and this guy spawned in. Yep, called it. But I like having that grind for a little bit to go for. It was a nice change of pace from just sort of playing games for the sake of just playing games and winning and yada yada yada. This time I was playing games for the sake of getting headshots, for the sake of completing challenges, for the sake of eventually getting that diamond camo. And it was really different from what I'm used to. I had to play the game much more different than I'm used to, and it was a nice change of pace. I don't know if it's for everyone though, and it's something that it's a lot of work and it's a lot of frustration. Especially I started out with the LCAR9 because the LCAR9 is fully auto, so I thought it would be able to ease my way into some of the other guns, as if I need to get some long range kills, etc, etc, etc. In my opinion, the LCAR9 for me is not the best weapon, just because I'm not so great with it. I think the magazine size is too low with the rate of fire, and the damage is a little weak, to be honest. I prefer the RK5 and the MR6. The MR6, I love the semi-automatic pistol, which is the MR6 in this game. I can control the rate of fire very well. I think my trigger finger handles it beautifully, and I think the damage is very nice. Long shots are not too big of a problem. I can take out people at range, whereas with the RK5 and LCAR9, they're not super great at taking out targets at range, especially coupled with the MR6's low recoil overall. It's very nice to sort of use that pistol for ranges that you may need to use if, God, I had to reload. But it's very nice to use that pistol for ranges that you may not have been able to get a kill for. Can I get this guy? Yes. Look at his buddy back here too. But it's very nice to use the MR6 for pistols like that. So of course it's down to personal preference. But in general, I do think that diamond pistols are not for everyone, and more so dark matter is not for everyone. It's something that's going to take a lot into it, and you're going to come out with it having a super sick camo, In my opinion, the diamond camo is not so great. Ooh, shut down that Ripper. In my opinion, the diamond camo is not so great in this game, but the dark matter looks amazing, especially since it's animated and all. Vesper versus VMP. I mean, he had the drop on me. So it really depends on what you want from the game. If you're playing this game for the sake of getting better and practicing and, you know, doing competitive matches and all that, dark matter may not be worth it for you. If you're playing it for the sake of just casually, just, you know, relaxing and having a good time and all that, dark matter may not be for you. But if you're playing this game to sort of have something to go forward, have something, you know, a goal to get every time you play this game, you have an accomplishment or a mission you have to, you know, you have to succeed. You have a, you know, a set goal you set for yourself, and every time you do it, you have to get that goal. You have to keep grinding it out and all that. A lot of people like that, and if that's you, then by all means, go get dark matter. Show it off when you finally get it, and it's gonna serve you very well, as it's gonna be very fun. Yada yada. I think there was a guy on the roof, but I need to reload, and I'm weak, so I don't want to challenge. Need to check spawns. He's on top. Yep. I'm gonna throw a stun. Delayed stun. Whoa, whoa, where was he? I think we bumped into each other in the tree. But, you know, a game that's very similar to actually, you know, just grinding out, or well known for grinding out, is Destiny. Destiny, the entire game is about, you know, getting exotics and legendaries and just having the best gear and all that, and going through missions over and over again until you get all these really good gear and all that. And competitive multiplayer takes a little bit of a break from typical FPS in that game, because a lot of people are more focused on getting the best gear, having the coolest things to show off, or the best weapons, etc, etc, etc. I thought there was a guy around the corner. Where'd he go? He's coming up. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. So, as I was saying, you know, if you love the grind aspect of the game, then go, by all means, go for dark matter. You're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be very rewarding and all. But in my opinion, it's really not for everyone. And I think that if you have different goals in this game and you sort of just want dark matter because it's a cool cam and all, I wouldn't be such a huge fan of it. You have to go for dark matter if you know that you really, you know, just want to go for the grind aspect and you want to set a goal for yourself. But if you're going to go for dark matter thinking that, you know, the camo is going to be amazing, that's the only thing you want, it's not necessarily disappoint you, but it's going to be a lot of work you have to put into it. And if you're not ready for that grind, I would not recommend you go for it. I would recommend, you know, play the game a little more, get a little more familiar with it, and maybe game, or once it starts getting a little boring, excuse me, maybe go for dark matter then, because then, you know, you have something that you have a set goal for. You have a goal to set for yourself. And now, you know, once the game is getting a little old, a little stale for you, let's say in, you know, a few months or whatever it may be, depending on who you are, then, you know, I would recommend you go for dark matter, because then, you know, you have a little bit of life you add into the game. So anyway, that's been my commentary for today. I want to thank you all for watching, and let me know, do you have go for dark matter, and is it worth it for you? So anyway, like I said before, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Subscribe to give me YouTube money, and peace out.